What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton, your coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and today I'm excited to bring you back another Draft League content video. This, of course, being week 2 of the URDDL, and we are against none other than the coach of the Fighting Warmples, HTZ Attila. He's a very prominent coach in both this set of leagues now as a newcomer and in the Pokemon World Circuit. And yeah, we're very excited to fight him in week 2. So before I get into the matchup, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that this is not going to be a very easy week. I think this time we have our work cut out for us for sure. Not to say that week 1 we didn't either, but there's just so much that the team that we're going to be facing this week can do. I'm really tested in terms of my team building this week, I feel. So yeah, you're going to see a little bit more interesting sets this week. But yeah, to give you guys an idea of what my opponent has access to and how threatening his team actually is, my opponent has access to a very scary team of Fluttermane, Megalopony, Arcanine Hisui, Blastoise, Goodra Hisui, Torterra, which is his Terror Captain, Toxtricity, Murkrow, Illumise, Ice-Q, Pyukumuku, and Beheeyem. So I'd say I'm a little bit more worried about the top half of his draft in terms of what they can do together rather than the bottom half, given that even though they are generally the more supportive Pokemon on his team, I'm not necessarily worried about the impact of their support versus their actual ability to change the outcourse of the game. So I'm more so looking to prep for the more threatening Pokemon on the top end of his draft in terms of, you know, what's tiered the highest. Like I think Murkrow and Illumise and like Beheeyem are very threatening, for example, but at the same amount of time, I'm not looking to put all my efforts in to prep for those Pokemon. Like I think a Murkrow set, depending on what it is, could definitely be a little bit of a problem for me, but I think given that my team has such a easy time without like having to prep too hard offensively at being offensive generally, I don't have to worry about like bulky support Pokemon like that. So yeah, like an Eviolite Murkrow is not something that I'm actively prepping for. I just think it's something that my team naturally is able to somewhat check. So just keep that in mind for looking at the team. So to kick things off, what I have to combat such a team like this, I have started off with Ursaluna Blood Moon. I think it's about time that I brought this. I didn't bring it week 1, so it's time to shine this week. I'm going to be Citrus Berry with Moonlight Protect 2 attacks. I don't really need any other coverage for a team like this because the things that resist Blood Moon are automatically weak to Earth Power, which is kind of nice, thanks to that Mind's Eye ability there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how much work Ursaluna Blood Moon can put in here. It's definitely something I was considering as a lead option, but I think I have another lead option in mind that does a little bit better. And it kind of bounces off of Ursaluna Blood Moon's ability to abuse Speed Tears and Trick Room this week. So keep on the lookout for Ursaluna to be a active Trick Room abuser. And then we have an eject button, Follow Me Jirachi. Basically this thing's job is to prevent my Trick Room Sitter, which I will allude to later on and reveal later on. I think you probably see it from here, but it's basically here to take the pressure off of getting fake outed from Megalopony, for example. I'm kind of expecting the Lopunny Fluttermane lead are kind of only tailored to that lead, so needless to say, I don't know, I might be shooting myself in the foot here with this lead, but yeah, the bulk's kind of nice here because it allows me to live a Timid Life Orb Shadow Ball, I believe, from Fluttermane, which is kind of nice. I'll have to double check on that. It might be a roll actually, but yeah, I'll have to double check back on that. But there's a specific reason why I had the bulk the way I did, and I believe I have enough speed to outspeed a Adamant Arcanine Hisui as well, so that's important to note there. So if I ever wanted to go for Iron Heads and try to flinch outside of Trick Room, I'm able to do that still. So it was important for me to salvage that speed there. And yeah, Thunder Punch is just generally good coverage for everything except for the Goodra. I don't really hit the Goodra with the set, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever is going to be next to the Jirachi is going to have the ability to hit it relatively hard. So I'm not too worried about that there. And if Jirachi can, for example, like Iron Head Serene Grace flinch it a couple times, I think it's done its job. And facing up Gudra. So then we have Iron Boulder. I think it does such a good job last week that I really had to bring it this week, and I think it's our best way of establishing speed control outside of Trick Room, given that it has the ability to abuse booster energy. So I am going to be the speed boosting booster energy this week with Swords Dance, Protect, and Mighty Cleave in Close Combat as my 2 attacks. General coverage wise, this thing hits like a truck after a Swords Dance, pretty much KOs everything under the sun. Not literally under the sun, but yeah, figuratively. If it's like a Fizz-Def Blastoise, I might not kill with like a Mighty Cleave or Close Combat, but you know, everything else pretty much has a rough time trying to switch into this. But yeah, if I have the speed boost up and I have a Swords Dance up, I don't think much is going to be able to check this thing, assuming I can get it up at the right time. Yeah, I'm curious to see if he brings any Scarf users to potentially try to outspeed this thing naturally. But if I bring this in and proc the boost energy at the perfect time, I shouldn't have anything to worry about in terms of the Scarf department, because I don't think that Fluttermane is going to be running Scarf versus I think it's going to be like a Life Orb variant, because otherwise it doesn't have the ability to, you know, 2-hit KO important members on my team, such as the Ursaluna. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting to see like a Fake Out, Lopunny lead plus like a Life Orb or Choice Specs Fluttermane. And then we have the latter half of our team here, starting with the Regidrago. It's going to be Life Orb. I was debating bringing Dragon Dance over Dragon Energy as the last slot, and I had that penciled in first, but I realized that I didn't really have a whole lot of great things to hit Ice Q, which I'm kind of worried about now. So Dragon Energy Bring is just to make sure that I had something. And I think with Dragon's Maw, I'm able to, despite it being doubles damage, I'm able to do a good chunk of that there too. I'm pretty sure I had 2-shot it, depending on its investments and everything. But yeah, even with the no investment, this thing is just an absolute monster with Dragon's Maw and Dragon Energy, assuming I haven't taken any damage. But yeah, even with Life Orb, it should do a fair amount here for us. But yeah, I think we have everything that we need to make sure that we have speed control at all times. It's just a matter of putting it into practice against a team like this, which is very scary because this team's very scary. But yeah, Dragon plus Steel pretty much hits everything again. General coverage doesn't need to hit too much. I'm not too worried about, you know, like Torterra's Terra impacting what I can hit on this set. Like Terra Fire, of course, would be kind of bad if I'm already Terra Steel, but you know, I hit him neutrally with both my other Dragon moves, so it's fine. A little bit worried about Torterra as well, but yeah, if I can figure out what kind of what kind of Torterra it is, and say get a Thunder Wave off on a Terrid version of it, I can hopefully do a better job of checking it that way. Dusknoir is going to be our Trick Room setter this week. It's Shadow Sneak and Revenge, which is kind of a fun set, or kind of a fun pair of offensive moves. Basically, in the instance that I didn't have, like, I was debating bring Poltergeist or Shadow Claw as well, but I just want to make sure that if they reverse Trick Room on me, because I'm pretty sure he has a couple Trick Rooms. I think that there's a chance that Fluttermane could also run Trick Room, just to kind of like make it so that my Trick Room doesn't work. I don't know if he's expecting Trick Room, but necessarily, but I think he has to respect Ursaluna in this matchup, and the fact that it does really well under Trick Room. So if he's any kind of lead Fluttermane, there's a chance that he could bring Trick Room. Damn, does it even get? Hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm hoping I'm saying that it gets. I'm so tired. I forget it whether it got or not. It gets Trick Room or not. But anyway, if it gets Trick Room, if one of his lead members gets Trick Room, I'm expecting them to try to stop my own Trick Room. So yeah, we have Shadow Sneak as a general guaranteed doing half damage to a offensive Fluttermane. If that makes sense. Like, I wanted to make sure that regardless of what mode I'm in, I get damage off. And with Cassibberry, I'm able to live a Shadow Ball, maybe even 2, depending on whether or not he has an offensive item. So I'm kind of happy about that. 2 Shadow Sneaks is going to kill a Fluttermane if it's offensive. And Revenge is basically there in case Lopunny tries to hit me with a close combat, and I'm in a position where I know Dusknoir's not going to die. I can just fire for Revenge and kill that too. So yeah, it's not really a good coverage move. I think Dusknoir's only great role or great purpose here this week is to Trick Room, get some information with Frisk on the items of Pokemon, and otherwise potentially try to surprise the Fluttermane. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can't do that here. And 68 attack will allow us to have a very high chance of 2-shotting Flutter Main with Shadow Sneak, as well as a potential to at the very least do a lot of damage to make a Lopunny. I don't think it's going to be an open there, but yeah, 120 base Revenge I'm sure does a shit ton after. He's a space 60 before doubling a power if it gets hit first. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't do some damage to Lopunny as well. And then to round it off, we have a Focus Sash, 4 attacks, Persian. It's gonna be rattled. I notice my opponent doesn't really have a lot to switch into rock type coverage. Again, another week where my opponent has a lot of rock weaknesses. The only Pokemon outside of that kind of avoids that is the Torterra, but like I said before, if that thing's going to be a Terra type that's not ground, it's going to be hit by basically everything on my opponent's team, or on my own team usually. And at the very least, Persian is going to be able to hit it with a knockoff. So yeah, the idea behind this, of course, is to it's more of a utility set with Fake Out knockoff and then Power Gem and Thunderbolt for general coverage. Should I have the opportunity to potentially claim a kill if I double into something with another teammate? So yeah, I'm gonna see if Persian can make a couple waves in here, waves this week, and get myself in position to claim kills with Fake Out. So yeah, that's gonna be the team here. Not really too much to say about the team, but I think the lead's gonna be Jirachi plus Dusknoir. We're gonna try to follow me so that we get the Fake Out to proc our eject button on Jirachi, and assuming the teammate is Flutter Main, we just get a free switch into the Ursaluna Bug Moon on a potential Shadow Ball. So that's kind of the thinking there. Of course, if we take a Shadow Ball on Dusknoir, it's totally fine because we have the Cassette Berry. So we basically get a free Trick Room up, assuming he's not Taunt Flutter Main, which is a bit of an issue. But even if he is, I can always, if he's Fake Out Taunt lead, I just Shadow Sneak the next turn into a Blood Moon, and something's gonna drop. I could even get away with Shadow Sneaking the Flutter Main and Blood Mooning the Mega Lopunny, because there's a roll where I don't die to a Jolly. There's a few rolls where I don't die to a Jolly close combat from Lopunny onto my Ursaluna Blood Moon. So yeah, there's lots to kind of unpack with the lead, because I might not be able to get Ursaluna under Trick Room right away, but yeah, if he's not a fully offensive Lopunny, even if Trick Room's not up, it should be okay. But yeah, that's gonna be the team, and I think we're gonna just get on into the battle here shortly. Hopefully my opponent's ready, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can't pull out a second win this season and go up 2-0 for the first 2 weeks. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned because the battle should be a good one. All right, see you guys there. All right, I guess it is that time. I think we're just gonna hop on into it and see how the battle goes. Yeah, basically the game plan is to lead Jirachi plus Dusknoir, depending on what I see, I guess, and see if we can't get a free Trick Room up and get a nice switch into Ursaluna with eject button Jirachi. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Have fun to my opponent. Okay, so he brought basically nothing that I expected. No Lopunny's kind of nice though. And when I see this, I see Tailwind and Trick Room as options. Ice Cue's a bit of a wild card. I'm thankful that I prepped at least a little bit for it, but I'm still kind of worried about losing to that thing. Very threatening Pokemon there, but yeah. Does this change my lead? Have to so I do see Tauntmons, a couple of Taunt Pokemon in Murkrow and Flutter Main. How does this change my lead? If at all. Arcanine's a big threat. So's Goodra. What's the play here? Do I want to lead Persian instead, since there's no opening? Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm gonna lead. I'll lead Persian and Dusk Noir. See how it goes. Murkrow and Fluttermane. Okay. This is kind of nice. So it is choice specs. Good to know. I think here we just fake out the Murkrow and Shadow Sneak the Fluttermane? Maybe? How much is Fluttermane? Dazzling Gleam. I'm sure it gets Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, let's say it's Dazzling Gleam. How much is a Dazzling Gleam doing to us? It's not gonna be Calm Mind. Let's choice specs. Doubles damage versus Dusk Noir. Yeah, so it's not gonna two-shot us, so we'd have to Shadow Ball something to get damage, really. Like, he'd have to Shadow Ball to get damage on Dusk Noir is the thing. It's choice specs. Okay, so yeah, I think I want to Fake Out and Shadow Sneak. Okay, so we do get a two-shot with Cassipberry is nice. Yeah, I like the Cassipberry bring here. Now, what is Murkrow doing to me? Yeah, it does kill this. I could. How much is Persian actually doing to Murkrow? It could two-shot with Thunderbolt. Do I want to knock off and protect here? Maybe that's the play. Excuse me. Knock off protect. Seemed like a bad play. Torment. Okay. Cool. So I will be able to knock out Murkrow, I think, here. I could also knock off Goodra here. Something I could do as well is go into Jirachi, get an eject button into Ursaluna, maybe, and Trick Room. It's an option. It's definitely an option. I mean, sort of. Yeah, I might do that, and then I'll, how much is Ursaluna doing to a Gudra? Say it's salt-vested. It's not doing a whole lot, is it? I'll try it. I'll try this play. Fakes me. It's okay. We do get the eject button. I think we just go into the Ursaluna here. Whirlwinds me. That's a shame. Okay, that's actually not bad though. So here, I could. What's Goodra doing to my folder? He's very Sui, but he's offensive. You'd have to be specs to kill me. He's physical too. It's physical. What does it do for physical moves? What does this thing get for physical moves? Steel type physical moves. Iron Head. Let's see how much an Iron Head does to us. It's 252 adamant. 31 with, let's say, Assault Vest. Into Iron Boulder. And he has. It does a lot, but doesn't kill us. I'm also just kind of worried about like things picking us off. How much is that much? I think I want to Earth Power into Protect, possibly. Is that the play? Yeah, I'll Earth Power into Protect here. So he's not a Spadef kind of variant, which is interesting. Now, how much is First Luna doing to Behemoth? It's max HP. Luna's doing that much, okay. It says 76 minimum according to max HP calc. Okay, so I think I kind of want to Blood Moon and actually, wait, let me calc the Gudra before I go any further. Let's say he's adamant. Into my Ursaluna with Earthquake. About, yeah, so it is adamant. Should be adamant nature. Yeah, I think I want to Blood Moon into close combat. But yeah, so I think I Blood Moon into that and close combat the Gudra. That's nice. It's okay. Trick Room, no. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, so our Iron Bolt is a little bit worse for we're here, but he knows he can't Blood Moon. Does he go into... I don't really know what he would go into here. Should be faster than Behemoth though. Should be faster than Behemoth. Do I not Earth Power Arcanine and I could either attack Behemoth or Protect. How much is Cleave doing to Behemoth? It's max HP, 52 minimum. So I would kill that. I'm gonna go for the double kill here. I'm sure I'd probably lose Iron Boulder this turn, but it doesn't hurt to go for it. Yeah, the only way he outspeeds this with him is if he's a plus speed nature, which would be crazy. He also didn't bring his Terra option, which is curious. I thought Torterra was for sure to come. Ideally, he protects Arcanine and I get the kill on PM here. Oh, okay, that's fine. I live that. Oh, do I just get the double down here? I think you forgot about Mighty Cleave. Oh no! That's a shame. That's really a shame. Mighty Cleave breaks goes to protect. That's really a shame. Silly para. SQ. Okay, so play here. How much is Blood Moon doing to Ice Cube? It could kill, that's the thing. Let's make sure I know what Ice Face does. I think I want to Blood Moon and Mighty Cleave again. Belly drums me, that's fine. It's twice I've gotten parried. Side shocks me. I still live. Oh my gosh. Mark goes in. So I think here I want to... What to do now? GG. I don't know about that. Do I protect and Mighty Cleave the Murkrow? I really want that thing gone though, is the thing. I'm just gonna can't kill Behem. Yeah, it's a roll and it's not in my favor. Could try to Moonlight. And Mighty Cleave the Behem. Or yeah, I'll Mighty Cleave the Murkrow actually. Okay. That's a lot of healing. Okay. So here I think I want to Blood Moon the Floodmane and Mighty Cleave to yeah, so he's Specs into Moonblast. Another miss. Specs into Moonblast. I think I go Jirachi here. And I just Iron Head and Mighty Cleave. Yeah. He's forgetting about Mighty Cleave, I think. Yeah. If I get through Para this time, there we go. Now he learns about it. And here I just double attack. All GG, it's a 5-0 for us. We're going to take that going into week 2, I think, any day of the week. But yeah, GG to my opponent. I was very curious by a lot of the prep here. I'm curious to see what kind of set he was in the Arcanine, for example. And I was surprised to see, like, Ice Cube at all. But it was very threatening there, especially if he had, like, Tailwind or the Trigger Move. I think it could have been a very different game. But yeah, GG well played to Attila, and wish him best of luck for the rest of the season. And we're going to see if we can't head towards week 3 where we face Jinxed. It's going to be very much a rivalry showing here, because I think she's looking to get a little bit of revenge on my Ursaluna Blood Moon from the last single season we did. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and for the support on my games, and I'll see you all for week 3. All right, see you then.